Our interviews with three Knox County mayoral candidates continue. They're all Republicans, and over the last couple of weeks, they've been kind enough to join us and talk about the biggest slices of the almost $800 million county budget. Back with us tonight, Glenn Jacobs. Again, good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
He does a bit of wrestling, but also some insurance work as well, and wants to be the next mayor. We're going to talk about debt services, which isn't exciting, but it's 10% of the budget. When you hear that, do you think we've done a good job as a county managing our debt?
The debt is currently $662 million, which is a bit high. The county's bond rating is actually AA, which of course is excellent, but we need to pay down the debt. And the county actually, over the next 5 years, has a capital plan that would do that to the tune of $90 million. But of course, you always need more, because that $662 million is it's a big chunk.
And you, under your administration, you say that's too high. Would you like to add more to reducing that debt?
Yes, I certainly would, if possible. One thing that I worry about is the Federal Reserve has already talked about raising interest rates at least 3, maybe 4 times this year. The county, over the past several years, has been able to save millions of dollars by refinancing, rolling over some of the debt. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that going forward. So that's a bit of a concern. But yes, I would like to see that debt paid down.
Let's talk about something that also impacts the wallets of taxpayers in the county, and that is a rise in taxes. We haven't seen one in 20 years in the county, roughly. Would that be something you would ever consider in your administration?
If I were mayor, no, you would not see a tax increase. There are still things in the budget that we could look at. Things like public-private partnerships to save the taxpayers money, things like that you don't have to raise taxes. There's still waste that can be cut. There's a lot of things that can be done before we need to address raising taxes.
One of your competitors, Brad Anders, says that to say you absolutely won't is pandering, and the fact that you really can't predict the future. Does he have a point or no?
Well, if you're saying that right initially that you would consider it, that's a problem, because politicians never have enough money. I mean, look at the federal government. It has a $3.6 trillion budget, $20 trillion in on-the-books debt, $100 trillion off-the-books debt. How much money do you possibly need? And that's typical politician, is they're going to reach in your pocket any time that they think there's a need for it.
So that is absolutely not on your table?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Where would you get the money? Because we talked about needing to raise wages for sheriff's deputies and also raising wages for Knox County teachers. Where does that money come from?
Well, again, some of it's going to be natural revenue growth. But also, we need flexibility within the budget to say, let's look at making a cut here so we can increase over here. And I think that's the main thing. As I said, we need to look at things differently. And there's a lot of, well, we've always done it this way thinking, and that needs to go away. We need to start thinking like there is no box when we're looking at the budget and where to appropriate funds correctly.
Glenn Jacobs, we appreciate it. Thanks for the conversation.